In the late 2000s, Hollywood chased nostalgia with big-budget remakes of classic TV shows, from Bewitched to the Dukes of Hazzard, often blending comedy with spectacle to capitalize on star power. Few of those attempts worked, but one failed harder than all the others. It may not have had Jessica Simpson's short shorts to sell tickets, but it did have dinosaurs, yet somehow even that wasn't enough. I'm Josh Tyler for Giant Freakin' Robot, and this is why Land of the Lost failed. Surprisingly, there aren't a ton of movies out there with dinosaurs in them. There are even fewer dinosaur movies that are actually good. Yet everyone loves dinosaurs, and at the time, everyone also loved Will Ferrell. And though it's forgotten now, at the time they also seemed to love the original Land of the Lost series. It was a hit in the 70s and 80s, so a Land of the Lost remake should have been a slam dunk. Instead, the 2009 film was a catastrophic failure that made the wrong type of history.
That blows.
Will Ferrell was coming off a historic run with Anchorman, Talladega Nights, and Step Brothers when he played the role of quantum paleontologist Rick. Anna Ferrell was starring on Pushing Daisies, a critical comedy darling, and Danny McBride was about to redefine comedy for HBO with Eastbound and Down. The trio should have been the ideal comic core for yet another remake, but instead of leaning into the camp potential of the Saturday morning original, Land of the Lost plays out like a series of Saturday Night Live sketches they'd air after 12:30.
How much money would I have to pay y'all to French kiss each other?
There's no way to describe why I Hope I Get It, the opening number from a chorus line, is integral to the plot. Land of the Lost jettisons the family of the original, but includes the time portal that sends a trio to an alternate dimension filled with dinosaurs, prehistoric tribes, and Sleestaks, a race of lizard people used as a weapon for interdimensional conquest. Not even Leonard Nimoy, slumming it towards the end of his acting career, could elevate the plot and bring together all the disparate elements into anything slightly resembling a cohesive movie. Will Ferrell does ride a T-Rex, so we can cross that off his bucket list. But the quest to regain a tachyon accelerator and prevent an interdimensional invasion never gets out of first gear. Critics hated it, and so did nearly everyone else. On top of the negative reviews, the film was nominated for a whopping 7 Golden Raspberry Awards.
Okay, you know what? This interview's over.
Why?
Because what your producer said, you wouldn't bring that up, all right?
It's a fair question.
No, it's not. It's a hatchet job.
At the box office, Land of the Lost ran headfirst into the record-setting R-rated comedy The Hangover, which was a case of unfortunate timing for the adult-oriented parody. The $19 million opening fell far below Universal Pictures' expectations, and the total haul of $69 million meant the studio lost $80 million. Development stretched from 2002, when the Crofts shopped the IP, to Ferrell's 2005 attachment, which pivoted it toward adult skew. Silberling shot in stifling Louisiana heat, blending practical puppets with ILM CGI for creatures, but reshoots bloated the budget. The script layers Easter egg nods to the 70s show, Sleestack hisses, Pakuni grunts, into broader farce, aiming for Jumanji meets Anchorman vibes. The failure stemmed from a fractured tone that alienated core audiences. The original aired as edutainment for kids, blending lo-fi effects with gentle lessons. The remake cranked up the raunch. Dinosaur flatulence, Rick's sleazy come-ons,
Captain Kirk's nipples.
All for PG-13 laughs, but the shift felt forced, like grafting Superbad onto The Land Before Time. The humor all hinged on obscure references that baffled newcomers while winking too hard at fans. Predictable beats, portal chases, villain monologues, it all lacked escalation, and CGI dinosaurs, though ambitious, rang hollow next to the original's charm. Visuals faltered too. Puppet Sleestaks clashed with glossy dinos, evoking Uncanny Valley more than wonder. Ferrell's manic energy, a boon in grounded satires, is overheated here, turning Rick from hapless hero to grating blowhard without payoff. Ferrell and McBride's straight roles underscore the imbalance, their chemistry smothered by escalating absurdity. For a tentpole event film designed to be a summer blockbuster, Land of the Lost was considered one of the worst flops in history, and led to the firing of Universal's chairman only a few months later. Today, Land of the Lost is not a cult classic. It's still a dud. But thanks to streaming, it's also a great movie to fire up on a lazy Sunday afternoon. Movies that are so bad they're good have become their own genre, and given how bad most of the movies of the last decade have been, it's only a matter of time before Will Ferrell's flop is reevaluated. Until then, it remains a black mark on the career of the man who brought us Blades of Glory and Holmes and Watson. Ride your dinosaur into the comments and tell us what your favorite Will Ferrell movie is. Mine's Step Brothers. If that's your favorite too, we'll probably become best friends. Do all that YouTube stuff to support this channel and the humans making it happen. Until next time, I've been Josh, and this is Giant Freakin' Robot.